Hi Virgo. So we have a lot to discuss. Mercury just entered Virgo. Oh, okay. So, of course, Mercury just entered Virgo today, and then it goes into retrograde on August 12th, and then the Sun enters Virgo on August 22nd. So, there's going to be some interesting things that are going to happen with communication and organization, and the best way I can put that is, okay, well, this is your month. So, but what's going to happen is kind of like the game Jenga. So right now it's like built at the top. It's, you got all the pieces. And what's going to happen is on the 12th, or close to the 12th, those blocks are going to start to pull from the bottom, or other people are going to start to pull, and then it's going to all come crashing down. But what's awesome is that with this, with the new Moon Eclipse on the 21st, we're going to have the opportunity to build that Jenga back up. Plus, you guys have extra, the universe is extra on your side because the Sun is entering Virgo that next day. So, you have, oh, amazing. Okay, here we go. Let's see here. So we got 4 cards so far. I'll angle it down. Okay, so of course we have the Virgo card. We have Ace of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, and the Hanged Man. So what's interesting about this is, you guys, okay, of course we're not going to talk about how hard of workers you are, because that's a given, and it's paying off right now. So your new opportunities and everything with work, you're good. You have everything lined up. Your Jenga blocks are built to the top. Everything is going pretty well. And, you're feeling in charge. And you may be a little bit extra critical, which is interesting because, people don't always see you as harsh. They see you as giving your honest opinion, and you're always an honest, okay, here we go. Oh, wow. Okay, so we'll stop there. All right. So, oh, wow. Queen of Cups, Justice, the World, and then Page of Wands. So this is very important as the outcome card because we're talking about communication here. So what I was saying before is that extra critical. Okay, so at work or in your relationships, sometimes people can view you as, very opinionated, and that's awesome because that gets you very far in life, and that brings you new opportunities, and it makes people admire you. Another thing that's interesting about this is that you are feeling this balance and this justice right now. So this is, so the whole month of August is going to be, it's going to fluctuate. So starting now, it's awesome. Everything is lined up and put together and organized. And then, Mercury Retrograde can affect you guys in a very, very, very particular way, because since it is in Virgo, you're going to feel like you can't get out the words. Like, I'm starting to feel it right now because I'm channeling your energy. So it's going to be a little bit, you're going to feel a little tongue-tied. You're going to feel like communication is a little bit off. It's going to feel like you say one thing and the person is agreeing with you, but you're not going to see it as them agreeing with you. You're going to see it as them disagreeing or them stating a whole nother opinion when they're actually just agreeing with you. So you might get a little defensive, you might get a little, tongue-tied when expressing yourself, but just know that everyone's on your side. The people that you love are on your side, right? There is some water energy, someone that is close to you, friendship or romantic relationship, that's keeping you a little bit grounded this month. You're going to need that because this month is about rebuilding. There's going to be a lot of rebuilding. So take the new moon eclipse and do a change ritual or do something, because towards mid-month you're going to start to feel like nobody's understanding you. You're going to lose a little bit of this patience that you have right now. And this person, you might test their patience as well. This water energy, so Cancer, Pisces, I'm just seeing I'm seeing a miscommunication happening. So pay attention to that, because right now it's really good. You guys are communicating well, everything's flowing, it's all right, you're getting your balance, but just be careful on the 12th and forward until the 22nd when the sun is in Virgo. And if you do the changes correctly, right? If you make the changes in your head first before the new moon hits and before the sun enters Virgo, it's going to be very critical for you guys, because I wrote a couple things down, but it's going to be a little bit confusing. It's going to be a little bit unstable. You're going to start to feel a little wobbly, a little disoriented, confused, and that's not like you guys, you know? So, but that's all retrograde stuff, so don't worry about that. It's not your fault. And you may come off a little bit dominating, a little bit critical, and that's okay, because this person won't test you. You know, they're not going to test you. They're not going to try to piss you off if you're already pissed off. And they can read you like a book, right? This water energy, they can read you like a book. So if you're starting to get irritated, or you're starting to be argumentative, or, you know, start to express something not in the best way when you're starting this communication, just know that they have your back, right? They will always have your back. So focus on foundation, friendship foundation, when it comes to relationships right now, when it comes to love bonds, and when it comes to any relationship you're in, focus on the friendship foundation this month, because you're just kind of going to be building and rebuilding, building and rebuilding. So that's going to be the cycle for August. But don't get too discouraged, because, of course, we have the World card here. So what's going to happen with that is, when I'm talking about building and rebuilding, it's going to work out in your favor in the end. So take this time, right? Take this time and reflect. With the new moon and with the sun entering Virgo, you guys have a very good opportunity to be what you really want to be and act how you really want to act, because you can see yourself, right? You can see who you are and how you're acting and how you're treating other people, and you're very aware of that. And that's why you are always in this space, right? This introspective space. And that's going to be extra this month. So take this time with the new moon and with the sun to if you're feeling like you're miscommunicating and things aren't coming out right, and documents and contracts and things are not seeming like they're lining up, hold off on that stuff, right, during the retrograde. So don't make any rash decisions. Just do what Virgos do and be in your introspective mode. So, and that does take patience, right? Of course it takes patience. But there's going to be amazing opportunities for you right now with communication. And I'm having a hard time talking right now because I'm already channeling that energy. So this is kind of how it's going to be. It's going to be like, I have everything up here, you know, ready to say what I'm going to say, and then it's going to come out wrong or not how I wanted it to sound. So I'm going to pull from the Goddess deck right now. But the thing is like, you guys are you're never too worried about how people see you. You don't really give a shit what people think about you, but you do care how you treat other people. That's the difference, right? Some people just don't care how they treat other people or how other people view them as a person. You don't care about people's opinions of you, right? Negative, whatever, you brush it off. You don't have time for that. So that's what I love about Virgos, because they really just don't give a shit. Like, you guys don't, how they view you. Okay, so first one, Mother Creativity, which is a wind card. So, up here in the head, and this has to do so much with your hermit introspective mode. Like, when you're doing that, you are at your best. When you are self-reflecting, you are at your best. Okay, then we have Maiden Revolution, fire energy, so that's going with the Hanged Man right here. There's something interesting, like, when it comes to Virgos, like Kurt Cobain, Mother Teresa, like, there's this, Michael Jackson, there's this pattern with Virgos where it's like, they're such hard workers. You guys work yourself to the bone, and you don't care if people have a negative opinion of you, because you guys are genuinely good, giving people. It's just sometimes when you express yourself, it can come out harsh and critical, and that's why we have the Page of Wands as the outcome card, because we're going to start to learn a new way of communicating, right? We're going to not, like, bombard people or steamroll people with our communication. It's going to be a little difficult. I mean, when the retrograde happens, it's going to be, because you're going to be tongue-tied and you're going to have to say a lot of stuff, but it's not going to come out the best way. And make sure with this person, this Queen of Cups, right, when you have this water energy around you, make sure you're not steamrolling them and you are listening to them, right? Because, like, what's that saying? You know, we got 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. So just pay attention to that. Like, really just listen. Start to listen this month. And you guys will be great. Okay, so we have Oracle cards. The High Priestess. Amazing. There's 3 that came out here, and I'm very excited about it. Okay, so the High Priestess, awesome. Discernment, prophecy, vision. So the High Priestess is also in all the other decks. Intuition at its finest. That's all really it is. Just intuition. Just think of that. So when your gut is telling you to do something, do it. When your gut's telling you to say something, say it. Okay? And then we have, ooh, awesome. We have the raven and the dragon. So the raven is magic and synchronistic events. Okay. Of course. Synchronize. We have to say, the thing is with synchronizing, it's like a symphony. I think of like a symphony, right? So just like a symphony, we need to have a conductor. So are you the conductor of your own symphony, or are you letting someone else conduct your symphony? Does that make sense? So intuition, synchronized events. So things are going to start to roll into place. When you take control and you take charge, which you do, and you're good at that, dragon, power, strength, when you are in control, right? When you are on top of the world, you are the best kind of people because you're charitable and you're loving and you'll do anything for the people that you love. So when it comes to your intuition, just make sure that you're saying what your gut wants you to say, and you're not saying what you think somebody else wants to hear. If that makes sense. Okay, let's pull an angel card. Respect. So, makes a lot of sense. You have to have a lot of respect for this person that's sticking by you right now, because they're not trying to overstep any boundaries. They're not trying to disagree with you, but you are going to start to think they are. And they're really just trying to build you up. But you're going to get some miscommunication, right? That's just going to happen. It's the planets. It's not your fault. But this is a time for rebuilding. This is a time for focusing on your foundations, having the strength and the power, making sure you're synchronizing your life and being careful of certain documents or contracts. Hold off on those until you're 110%. And that can be when the sun enters Virgo on the 22nd. So other than that, it's going to be great. You guys are great. You always will be. I love you guys. And yeah, if you want a private reading, you can go to my website, and the link is down below. And also, I'm going to be in Sacramento and San Francisco in September. I don't know exact dates yet, but if you'd like a private reading and you're in one of those towns, I'm going to be there for a very short period of time, but just email me through my website, and then we can schedule a reading. So, I love you guys, and it'll be okay. Communicate. All right. Bye, Virgos.